Thank you for being here today as we begin our work for Act 2 of the continuous improvement process, status checks. Let's begin with a quick check-in. In 2 words, describe your current mood. Please pause the video during this activity. During our time today, our goals are to understand the progress, quality, and impact of our improvement strategies, use data to monitor progress towards school goals, identify challenges impeding progress and make decisions on key actions, and clarify next steps and needs. As a reminder, to begin year 2 of the CIP, we completed Act 3, reviewing our journey, to reflect on our progress and make decisions about our goals and improvement strategies. The Act 3 conversations helped us to set the course in Act 1 to revise our existing SPP or to develop a new one. We are now engaging in Act 2, navigating our course, where our team will review data to check the status of our SPP roadmap. We begin with Status Check 1 to review mid-year progress, and Status Check 2 will be completed at the end of the school year. Data-informed status checks are key to the continuous improvement process. These data-informed status checks help us to understand our progress towards our goals, what we are learning about how to do this work effectively, whether we are doing the actions we said we were going to do, and whether our actions are having an impact. The process we will use to check in on our goals, improvement strategies, and intended outcomes is outlined on the screen. In Step 1, we will review data visualizations that highlight the most salient progress monitoring data points. During Step 2, we will use questions to guide our reflective conversations as we discuss each improvement strategy. And our third step is to complete our status check spreadsheet, where we will rate the status of implementation of each improvement strategy, identify lessons learned, next steps, and what we need to be successful. We will also determine what edits are needed in the SPP roadmap based on our conversations. Take a minute to read the now, next, need questions shown on the screen. These are the questions we will use for this process today. It is important that we establish roles for this work. We need someone to be a timekeeper to keep us moving along, someone who will read the information such as action steps from the SPP, someone to volunteer to make any needed revisions to our SPP roadmap, and someone to summarize our conversation in the status check spreadsheet. Please pause the video while team members identify their role and the team agrees on how much time to spend for each inquiry area. The core of our work today is to examine data related to the progress towards our goals, as well as data that reflects the implementation of our improvement strategies. Keep in mind, data will tell us what is happening, but it will never tell us why. We need to engage in candid discussions with each other to fill in those gaps and deepen our understanding of why we are where we are in our progress towards our goals. These discussions are critical for teasing out what is driving the findings and data trends we are seeing. As we transition to looking at our data and reflecting on our actions, we will ask the reader to read aloud the goal, improvement strategies, and intended outcomes for Inquiry Area 1, Student Success. We will use the now, next, need protocol, and the designated team member will document our discussion in the status tracker, capturing our lessons learned, next steps, and what we need to be successful. The editor will update our SPP to reflect the outcomes of our discussion as necessary. And the timekeeper, please set your timer and pause the video while you engage in the discussions. Now that we have completed the status tracker for our first goal, we will follow the same process and use the now, next, need protocol to discuss our goal improvement strategies and intended outcomes for the adult learning culture area. Please pause the video while you engage in discussion. We are now ready to complete our reflection and data analysis around our connectedness goal, improvement strategies, and intended outcomes using the now, next, need protocol. Please pause the video while you engage in discussion. Thank you for your hard work today. As we close out this meeting, let's review our next steps and the needs that we identified. We will be posting the completed status tracker and revised SPP roadmap to our school website soon. Again, thank you for your dedication and commitment to our students. You are valued and appreciated.